Ladies and gentlemen, Mayor Brandon Johnson came out swinging, putting in an executive order, and actually throwing out words like, this is a civil war against President Trump. He thinks that black people are going to fall for it, but I told y'all I was up there over the weekend. I got a hold of a lot of people. And Chicago, y'all responding with video, and we getting ready to bust this whole thing wide open. The narrative is over. We busted them out, and we getting ready to see this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Good day, my American informed brothers and sisters. Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man, which I'm greatly appreciative of. Make sure you guys are following me on the platform. You see above and below. Click the thumbs up button because it helps me. Merci beaucoup. If and when you do subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification. That will bring down a drop box for you to select all notifications. And don't forget to check out your boy's other channel called Man, Husband, Father. That's being heavily suppressed because they don't like the fact that I'm talking about masculinity. They don't like the fact that I'm telling you how and showing you what being a man, what being a husband, and what being a father is all about. And you should go in that order. If you do that, you save yourself a whole lot of headaches. Trust me when I tell you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to get into this because I told y'all what happened. I infiltrated something that was going on in Chicago. I dressed up like one of them and I went around asking questions and things like that, and we busted it wide open. At the same time, there was an event up there that I spoke at, and I urged even the ones that disagree with me, I urged them to show up because we're going to talk about something civil. We're just going to talk about the truth. That's it. I'm not going up there for no political gain or trying to convince them to vote red or nothing like that. I just want them to go out there and show me things of their own neighborhood, of what they're talking about, so they can see that the narrative is being pushed. Because, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people do not get out. A lot of people have been convinced to only rely on what they see on TV. Now, what I do love about Chicago is a lot of you that didn't even agree with me, y'all said, bro, this is what y'all told me collectively. Collectively, I kept on getting, man, you know what? I thought that you were just up there thinking you know everything. I thought that you were just some clown, man. I thought you were some coon, man. And they said, what I like about you is the fact that you said, don't believe me, go and research it yourself. Don't believe me, get out yourself. So I do appreciate the fact that, even though a lot of y'all don't agree with me on a lot of stuff, y'all still watch my videos and things that I said stuck out to you. So guess what? Chicago went out themselves, residents of Chicago who I urged to go do it. They went out and showed video and got footage of what the narrative of what Mayor Brandon Johnson them pushed out. But first, listen to what Mayor Brandon Johnson them say in this video right here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Okay, y'all heard all that, right? You heard all that bull crap. Made it seem like, oh, they raided the building and black people and, oh, they busted windows and everything like that. What they didn't tell you about that building is that building have been getting complaints for over a year and windows were already busted out and broken. I did a video earlier today when I went live showing you guys and telling you guys how when you are in a raid, they usually go in, and when they raid a facility, everybody's going to get handcuffs or zip tied until they process you, detain you for a little bit, then they release you. But oh no, they got to push a narrative like, oh, they're only arresting black people. Y'all do know that Venezuelans come in all shapes, sizes, and colors, right? You do know there's some folks from Brazil. I got a guy on here right now named Fatty. Fatty, if you saw Fatty on the street, you would think that's just a black man until he opens his mouth. Fatty looks like your typical Negro walking around, but when he opens his mouth and talk, you're like, oh, shoot, wait a minute, where are you from? I am from Brazil. Yes, I'm from Brazil. I mean, that's what he would say. So anyway, my point is saying that is that the lies of they're arresting black people, they're detaining black people. Not everybody in that building was black Americans. Let's see what Chicago has to say about this. And again, Chicago, shout out to y'all for listening. Shout out to you guys for my family members telling y'all, look, he just wants some videos. Y'all don't have to like him. You don't have to agree with his politics, but at least show the truth of what's happening in those facilities, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to direct your attention to Exhibit A, right? Pay close attention to this.
Black when the ICE came. This building was not majority black when the ICE came the other day. Yes, black people were affected, but this building was overran by illegal Venezuelan gangs. And I just had several conversations with residents who are moving their stuff out of here that confirmed that. So stop letting media put that false narrative in your head that somebody coming for you, because they not. You was born here. You was born on this land. This building.
What? She's lying. She's right there in front of that building. Thank y'all for paying attention. Let's see if there's somebody else.
Live around the corner from where that happened at. Okay? And not all black people were detained. It was just a couple of black folks in a building that nobody was supposed to be in. Yeah, they didn't tell you that narrative, that nobody was supposed to be in that building. Nobody. Also, that's a building full of clucks. You do know what clucks is, right?
If you don't know what clucks is, I don't know if that's a Chicago northern thing, but we all know that clucks are crackheads. Clucks are crackheads. We call them clucks. We call them hypes. They're crackheads.
Also, the Venezuelans went through that building and took over the whole building. Not forcefully, but they just started moving in apartments they ain't had no business moving into. Also, it's a lot of Venezuelans that look black. You know, like Cubans and Dominicans.
All right, y'all. At this point, y'all have really pissed me off, especially you so-called influencers who are taking parts of stories coming out of Chicago and using it for fucking clickbait and engagement. Now, I have been urging my people here to pause so that they can process things. Y'all.
It's too hard for them to do that, sis. They just got to get amped up, and they like to get that arousal of dopamine shot out of their brain. Then the adrenaline kicks in with it, and they just want to go. Here they go arrest. Look what they do. They arrested naked kids.
I was talking about them coming down on that building out south. Whole time, that building used to be predominantly black.
She said used to be.
That building was predominantly Venezuelans, okay? There are people from that neighborhood that have been complaining about that building for a year, okay? They showed y'all broken windows and shit that were already there. These are the things that y'all have to stop doing. And this is why I keep telling people here in the city, particularly black people, pause so you can process. If y'all start responding to shit out of emotion, then you don't know what the fucking play is, because you haven't had time to actually think. What people are doing are trying to get a rise out of black Chicagoans.
What did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all? And let me tell y'all something. Some of y'all have sent me pictures of a cop zip tying a kid. I don't know if I'll be able to pull it up. Y'all. Oh my God. Y'all are crazy for this. So you see this right here, right? People, oh, Ty, you won't believe what they did. They arrested a kid. They chased the kid down and zip tied him. It's a shame when you got babies being arrested. This kid is going to be traumatized for life, Ty. Let's watch this video. Poor kid. Ladies and gentlemen, that video right there, you idiots, do some research. That officer that did that to that kid is the kid's father. They were doing something to play with his own kid, but you stupid idiots really thought that I was going to take this right here. For one, it's not even in the same neighborhood as the South Shore building. You really think we was going to look at this and go, they chased the kid down and put him in handcuffs. Look at this. It's a bit. Y'all are so dumb. Like the kid just broke out of the building. Y'all really think the kid made it out of the building, down some flights of stairs, and got past ice and everything and just ran down the street? You idiots. I swear, y'all, black people of a certain mindset, are y'all really that easy? Y'all are really that easy? And yet I'm the dumb clown coon, Uncle Tom and all that, but y'all believe that this kid really escaped out of a goddamn on pretty much abandoned, unoccupied, poor managed, roach-infested, mice-infested, piss-smelling building that was pretty much in foreclosure. Y'all didn't know that, huh? Oh, I know, y'all. It's a lot of stuff that comes into play here, but the building itself was going to be in foreclosure and going into a receivership. If you don't notice, yeah, I did my homework and looked things up. Wells Fargo, the person that owned that building somewhere out of town, whatever like that, is not occupying the building. The building is doing terrible. They're losing money. Wells Fargo saying, nah, we getting ready to take this. So it's supposed to be going into a receivership. That's why I guarantee you, or your money back, those residents that are going to have to move out, the ones that ain't paying rent. Did y'all see inside the building how disgusting it was? Now, I'm not hating on people, can only do what they can do to maintain their life, right? But it was disgusting inside that building. But ladies and gentlemen, I wanted y'all to see this video because I wanted y'all to see the truth and all the bull crap that they're trying to push out there. Y'all, I can't believe this. They arresting babies. They brought babies out naked. Come on, y'all. You need to be out. They brought kids out there naked, right? Ask yourself, what was the kids doing butt naked that time of night anyway? Huh? And again, if you did not know this, and I'm just making it plain, if and when a place gets raided, they are going to handcuff and zip tie everybody until they process them. And if that includes kids, it includes kids. It happened to us. I'm not going to get too deep into it, but me and my brothers and my cousin, we were younger. Unfortunately, some of our older relatives was about that life, and we were involved in a raid. And guess what happened to us? They put us in zip ties too. I remember, I will never forget, and I posted it early. My cousin said, you know who you are, said he was so scared he didn't even remember his name when they asked him his name. He asked one of my other cousins and one of my brothers what was his name because he was so scared. I will never forget that, but they had us in zip ties too. Oh my God, y'all. Anyway, I'm done with this. I want to show y'all the truth and show you guys that a lot of Chicagoans, and I appreciate y'all sending me videos and just saying, hey, go check this out. Look at this. People are speaking on it. I'm glad to show them this because they are trying to play you, black folks. They are trying to play you, getting the arousal out of you so you can go out there and burn up and loot and do stuff like that and tear up your own neighborhoods. Don't make any moves. Thank y'all for listening. I know y'all may not agree with everything that I say, but thank y'all for not reacting to the bull crap. Let those crazy far left radical special ed individuals of Antifa continue to go down there and do it. Don't you go and get yourself involved because in the end, you are going to be the one left desolate. Don't believe me? Look at the neighborhoods and everything where George Floyd stuff happened at. The mom and pop stores are still gone. A lot of the convenience stores in the area moved out and moved away. People getting pissed off and mad because now they got to take an extra hour out of their day just to go to the grocery store and come back, either by bus or by driving, which a lot of people that stayed in those areas have to take the bus just to get to the grocery store now, when it used to be in the area. But they convinced you to tear up your own neighborhoods, and now you're desolate. Anyway, y'all, let me know what y'all think of this by putting it in the comments below to this video. Not forgetting to do what you see in this, in this animation right here. Next video that I'm going to be doing after this one in chronological order is going to be up there. Things I did as of yesterday right here. If you have not subscribed, which I don't know why, click this. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, hoping and praying every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothes, and most of all, praying every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.